2024 is wrapping up, and as you've seen, the different video game publishers have already started sending out their end of year wrap up, where it talks about what you played, how long you played, and how you spent your time on their platforms. Today, I'm going to be talking through all three of my wrap ups from Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation. My name is James, and I started this channel simply because I love video games. If that sounds like you, please subscribe to my channel so that you can see more videos just like this one. It is wrap up season, and I feel like nothing really comes through the wrap ups that's ever so surprising. So I already sneaked a peek at what my wrap ups look like. Obviously, there's some games that I played that won't be included in the wrap ups, like the two games that I played on 3DS this year, and and Metroid Prime 3 that I've been playing on Wii U. But I always think it's fun to look over the wrap-ups and just have like a pretty accurate view of how I'd been spending my time. Without wasting too much more time, I'm going to hop over to me at my desk, where I'm going to go ahead and scroll through all three of those wrap-ups. So I moved over to my desk here so that I can screen record from my phone and capture myself at the same time. I'm going to start off with Xbox. We got Year in Review 2024. I've got Elden Ring up there at the top, which is going to be my most played game from the year. And then over there on the right, it says 42,000 gamer score. That is total lifetime gamer score, not just this year. Night Owl, you prefer quests over objectives with a dash of magic and a good dungeon or three. Elden Ring is your number one game for 2024. 2024 highlights, looks like I played 316 hours. Pretty sure all of that was on console. 24 different games. And my busiest month was July, which was when I played Elden Ring. And in 2024, I gained about 3,000 gamer score, which is really not a ton. That's about 10 gamer score per hour. Let's see how you stack up. At 300 hours, I'm in the top 15% of players. So I wouldn't expect to be in the top 15%. I would expect 300 hours would put me in the top, 40. And then it also says you're in the top 5% of players for gamer score, which this is obvious. If you've looked at the completion percentage of any of the achievements over the last couple years, you'll see that people start games and then they do not play them. All right, get into the good stuff here. Your top games. Number 1, Elden Ring at 102 hours, 395 gamer score, 18 achievements, and the top achievement was Elden Lord, which I believe is the one for beating the game. And I unlocked that on July 29th. And it says only 13% of people unlocked that. Next one is Star Wars Outlaws. Played for 46 hours, 555 gamer score, and 25 achievements. And my top achievement was Right Back at Ya. I don't know what that is, but it says that only 7% of players unlocked it. And then the third one is Far Cry 5, which this would have been my New Game Plus run of Far Cry 5. It says I played 35 hours, I gained 240 gamer score, and I earned 16 achievements. And then it says my top achievement is Explosive Surprise, which less than 1% of people have unlocked, so that's pretty cool. It goes on to tell you your other most played games all the way up to number 20, but it won't tell you your actual time that you spent playing all these games, all these other games. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is all the way up to number 8 now, and I've played that 16, maybe 17 hours now, which I guess means that this does re-update every time you go into it. You get a video from Phil Spencer. Far Cry 5 was my top Game Pass game of the year. And then it gives you some stats about Game Pass, which are pretty boring. Microsoft rewards, and it looks like that's pretty much it for Microsoft. Next, I'm going to be switching over to the Nintendo year in review. And this one, I don't think I played my Switch as much as my Xbox this year. And let's see. Kicked things off 2024 with New Super Luigi U on January 3rd. which I was playing for YouTube at the time. And you played 20 games for 224 hours. That sounds like a lot of games. I wonder how many of those would be me just starting up a game and then not playing any more of it. Anywho, let's keep going. Your most played games in 2024: Pikmin 4, 36 hours. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, 34 hours. And Luigi's Mansion 2 HD at 18 hours. Your gaming style, your top genre is adventure. So action and adventure are pretty close for me, followed by strategy and shooting. I think Pikmin 4 and Sparks of Hope would both be considered strategy. Your most played month was May, 58 hours. And then it gives you a month-by-month breakdown. I know March was when I was playing Mario Rabbids a lot. May was when I did my series replay of Pikmin. So I played Pikmin 1, 2, 3, and 4 back to back to back to back. I don't know what I would have done in June and July. And then it looks like August, September, October, I barely played anything. November, I know I played Super Mario 3D All-Stars a lot. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, I forgot about that one. July, August, September, and October were like nothing. Oh, and it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about November. And it doesn't include data. I noticed right here, it doesn't include data for December. Share with your friends. And looks like that's pretty much it for Nintendo. One more. The 2024 PlayStation wrap-up. This one is kind of buggy. In 2024, you played 36 games, 10 PS5 games, 20 PS4 games. My first game that I played on January 1st was Pick-a-Pix Classic. This is one of my football games that I would just play all day long. Your top 5 games of 2024. Skyrim PS5. I did get the Platinum. 80 hours. Hogwarts Legacy at 60 hours. My replay of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This time I played it on PS5 and got the Platinum. That was 43 hours. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, 41 hours, and I got the Platinum. And then Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden at 33 hours. And then it says, check it out. The PSN game you played more than any other is Fortnite. What a hit. And I guess that would be Lifetime, because I don't think I played Fortnite at all in 2024. Next up, your gaming style is adventurer. You spent 62% of your time dodging danger and picking fights in epic action adventure games. It'll give you a breakdown by month. So for my top month, it says January, which it says I played 82 sessions for 104 hours. It says I played 9 games. I don't know how accurate that is because I jump around through games a lot. So I definitely didn't finish 9 games. One thing that I do find interesting, though, is comparing the number of sessions to the hours logged, because that'll kind of give you a window into how I'm playing games, if I'm or how often I'm getting like interrupted, whether it be like by my dog or anything like that. This is the one that I feel like is messed up. This one for April. I see no way that I played 52 games in 5 sessions for 58 hours. That would mean that each session was over 10 hours, and that each session I played over 10 games. And I just feel like they accidentally swapped the sessions and the games played on this one. Gaming sessions 43 hours logged 27, which means I was real ADHD that day or that month. Let's keep going. Oh, just for you, a PlayStation Plus ad. In 2024, you played 486 hours. 479 hours over 487 play sessions at 36 different games, which does mean that my average session would be right about an hour. Which really just means I have really bad ADHD, and I sit down and I start playing, and then I realize, oh, I need to go do anything else. 520 trophies, and let's see, 10 platinum trophies. What would those have been? Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Probably 3 of them would be from like Pick-a-Picks and stuff. Those puzzle games that I spent hours playing. Last of Us Part 2, Tribreaker. That's only 6. Let's look at my sheet. Okay, let's see. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Pick-a-Picks Classic, Skyrim, The Last of Us Part 2, Pick-a-Picks Color, Pick-a-Picks Pieces, Astrobot, Pick-a-Picks Classic 2, Tales of Kanzira, Tribreaker, Sacred Symbols Odyssey. Those are my trophies. Those are the 10 platinum trophies I got this year. Those not bad. My goal for the year was to get 20 platinum trophies this year, and I think I realized pretty early that wasn't going to happen. Take a trip. Your trophy milestones. Let's see. I got my 25th, let's go down to 100th trophy of the year in January, 200 in March, 300 in July, 400 in October, 500 in December, and then it does have my latest trophy as Habroxia, the PS5 version of Habroxia, which I've been replaying lately. And then a bunch of stuff about PlayStation Stars, and then a share card. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to go back to me over there. It was fun to get to kind of scroll through those a little bit. I did also kind of pick out some numbers that I want to look at here, which is why I have my iPad with me. For total hours, I had said at the top of the video that I was expecting to be pretty even between PlayStation and Xbox, with Nintendo kind of lacking behind. It looks like I actually spent about half of my total playtime on PlayStation, and then the other half split between Xbox and Nintendo, with my most played game of the year being on Xbox with Elden Ring at 102 hours. Number 2, Skyrim on PS5. Number 3, Hogwarts Legacy on PS5. Number 4, Star Wars Outlaws on Xbox. Number 5, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Number 6, The Last of Us Part 2. And then finally, Nintendo gets in there at number 7 with Pikmin 4. Xbox and Nintendo each only give individual hour counts for your top 3 games. However, on Nintendo, my top 3 games, Pikmin 4, Mario Rabbids, and Luigi's Mansion 2, came to a combined 90 hours, which means that there was only 130 hours split between the other 17 games that I played. And then Xbox is a little bit more dramatic than that. My top 3 games come out to 183 hours, which means there's only about 130 hours there split between the other 21 games. One of the things that was one thing that's interesting about the Xbox wrap up is that they will tell you your 20 most played games, but they only give you actual hour counts over the top 3. As far as monthly stuff, PlayStation and Nintendo each give you a month by month breakdown so that you can see when you played the most. Xbox tells you your top month, which for me was July. For June through November, I know roughly how much I played on Xbox because I keep track of weird stuff like that. You can tell by the hourly counts that I play on multiple consoles because January, PlayStation, 104 hours, Switch, 4 hours. And then I imagine that I wouldn't have been playing much on Xbox either. And then you continue to see that. So July, which is when Elden Ring completely consumed my life, that entire month, I only played 6 hours on PlayStation and 13 hours on Switch. And so I find it interesting to see that kind of stuff reflected there. And that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Guys, in the comment section, please let me know what your end of year wrap-ups look like. Where did you play the most? Or did you kind of jump all around just like I did? Until next time, the best way to keep up with me is on Twitter and on Instagram at James_Solar and on Blue Sky at jamessolar.bsky.social. Thanks, guys.